hopefully everything's going good. I'll try not to yell now because the audio. How you doing, Stella?
Good.
Good?
How are you?
Very good.
If you hear weird things, it's the cat meowing.
Well, can you grab the cat? Can you show him?
It usually bites when you pick it up.
We'll try it out.
Where is it?
All right.
Come here, kitty.
Okay, folks, just letting everything sink in here. There we go. So everybody's there. Let me know if the audio and everything is going good. You know, I've never had one successful live stream in the history of live streams. Okay. So yeah, what a crazy week, folks. Spaghetti Don's in the comments.
Come on.
Everybody, let me know how it's going. The cat, Stella was fighting with the cat earlier.
This is not Jasper.
It's not Jasper.
This is not Jasper. This is another cat. No, I don't pick it up because I don't want to die.
You don't want to die?
No.
We got London in the house. Audio is good. Angry Otter saying hi there. Everything is A1 from Gavin. Cool. Thank you, guys. So what a crazy week.
Yes.
Where to even start? I guess with Ronnie. That was a scary, scary moment, folks. Chris Dilly, who was my man on the ground in Florida, who was getting all the footage of the DC-4 that I've been kind of peppering in, you know, during the live streams and some of the videos. Oh, that popping sound. Okay, one sec. I got to fix that. All right. There we go. The popping sound was your guys' comments. Now I can hear it in my head. So I can hear the popping in my head. So, yeah, so Chris was down there, and he's been filming. He's got a GoPro, and he's been doing some time-lapse and doing some awesome stuff. Super chat from Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Holy smokes, $20. Thank you, Sarah. And then Chris just sent me a message on Instagram. Of course, he didn't have my number. I don't think he had my number at that time. So, yeah, he just said, your Uncle Ronnie's going to the hospital. So I called him right away, and then he just gave the news. And so really the news that we were getting was from Chris and then Todd using Chris's phone. And, yeah, it was quite the wild day because we didn't know. The hospital was about a 40-minute drive from the airport, I guess. But there, again, the cat. Should we just kick the cat out?
It's a little out of hand today, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, killer cat. So, so there we go, folks. So, without further ado, Ronnie is at the hospital. He's doing good. He's moving around. I still don't know the official, if it's arterial fibrillation. I never got the official term of what actually happened to Ronnie, but they actually had to go in and cauterize a piece of the heart. I guess where the electrical signals go into the heart, there's a piece that was not working properly, so they cauterized it. I guess, is a fairly normal procedure, and it saved him. So that is just absolutely pretty nice. So, without further ado, I think we should play the video because that's why everyone's here. Is to see, you can actually see Uncle Ronnie. So this video literally is so fresh. So I'm going to play it here right now. Hopefully everything works out. Cross your fingers.
Hello, PlaneSaver world. This is Todd Jennings and Chris Dilly. And we're sitting here in the cockpit of a DC-4. We finally got out here today after a slight delay in Uncle Ronnie's health. And what a wonderful day to be able to sit here in this cockpit and see this piece of history.
Absolutely.
So with no delay, let's get at it. We'll get Ronnie in here.
On today's edition of Ronnie Savers, we're going to introduce everybody to everyone that helped Ronnie with his medical issue.
I'm Todd Arcee.
You guys know Ronnie?
Nope. Boy, they do by Ronnie. Joseph Coleman. Todd Jennings. David Seymour. Michael Hickson. Joe West. 20 years difference in age. This is 1965, of course. 1945. DC. Piece of history right here. Oh, actually.
So I took the time and Photoshopped what the Cherokee could look like in buffalo colors, even with the Ronnie Savers nose art.
Oh, I'm ready to put this bird to work if you're ready. Put the strips on, Mikey. Ready to go. Here we are after the DC-4 run, engine run. I want to thank Buffalo Airways and Uncle Ronnie. Joe, thank you for giving me this opportunity to do this. It's an unbelievable event here to be a part of this.
Piece
Thank you.
Piece of history.
Piece of history.
Go.
Ronnie Savers.
So there was a video. So I'll probably play the video a little bit later for anybody that is joining us late or whatever like that. So just a huge thank you to the whole crew. Such an amazing here. So such an amazing crew that was there. Of course, Chris is behind the camera, and that's Todd there in the plaid, and then the Clay County fire crew. It was absolutely amazing. And then now here I go. How do I close these things now? All right, how do I close? There we go. There we go. So yeah, so the Clay County fire crew. I guess I don't know how you say if it's a department or squad or all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks Clay County Fire for getting the job. So that was it. So they saved Ronnie, right? So you can imagine that Chris and Todd were there because of PlaneSavers, because all of us watching and this stuff, and because the showing Ronnie on the live stream here, and because everybody was watching it, it was popular, so it was out there for people to see, and it just happened to help save Ronnie. What do you think, Stella?
I'm personally very thankful that those people were there, and I already said to you and Joe before that it's kind of like Ronnie saved DTD, and now DTD saved Ronnie.
Yeah. So, and that's a huge thing. Like, and then also a big thank you to Cliff and Paula, who are housing Ronnie. So Cliff used to be our director of maintenance, and now is working for MHD Rockland. I always have a tough time saying that. MHD Rockland. And so he's working on doing some stuff with the P3Cs. I kind of mentioned this in the Ronnie video. So huge thank you to Clifford and Paula for taking care of Ronnie, and of course all the Clay County, everything Clay County Fire Rescue. There you go, awesome. That is so awesome. So thank you guys, thank you everybody, because everybody that watched and shared the video, all contributed. So Stella was saying, what is that on your neck?
Which one?
That pickle. What's that pickle on your neck?
That's my pickle. What is it?
I don't know. You got to say what it is.
This is... Can I say it yet?
Well, if you want.
This is a handmade skin tag of LFR, which is one of our DC-3s. And the operating one we have at the hangar here. And so what we're doing, we're making these skin tags, not on a necklace, but we're making these skin tags handmade right now and getting them ready to be sold in the online store. And they should be going live tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, for you guys to buy. So you can get a real piece of skin of a real warbird.
That's pretty neat, eh? Mm-hmm. That's good. Guys, can you hear that cat outside?
The cat's really loud. Like, she's...
And that's not Jasper, the normal cat. That's the new cat.
Jasper is a really good cat, and Jasper usually never says anything. But this new cat, her name is Kitty. She's very vocal, so she like talks all the time.
So I just want to share some pictures that we got from Florida here. One sec here. So check this out here. Oh, I'm just gonna check my messages, make sure everything is good. So yeah, so here's Chris with the DC-4. getting it all good. And then here's a nice shot. So if you can look closely, there's Uncle Ronny coming out of the DC-4. And yeah, I love this shot too that Chris got. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So this is what Chris was doing. He was getting me all these shots, of Ronnie, running the DC-4s. I got a lot of GoPro stuff, which is cool. And then of course here's the shot of Clay County Fire Rescue, the heroes. That is so awesome. What else? Oh yeah, look at this crazy shot too. Oh, look how big it is. Oh, there it goes. So you can kind of see there's the cockpit. And then there's one of the P3s in the background. That's one of the MHD Rockland P3Cs from Australia. There. So a lot of cool stuff happening down there. And on a side note, people have been sending me a lot of video or a lot of pictures. And then check this out too. That's an old picture of the C-46 at where am I? IBX in Manitoba. So IBX is TCAT, which means Transport Category C-46, because if you are a very keen observer, you can see that the cowlings are very small looking, or the opening for the cowlings are small, and it's got different carb scoops and oil cooler than a normal C-46, because that C-46 was designed to haul passengers after the fact. So all C-46s were designed for passengers and freight, but after the war, they modified them a bit to be a little bit better. So there we go.
People keep saying there. I've been reading. They say that's a loud cat.
So you guys can hear the cat?
I don't know what to do with her. She doesn't go away. She just doesn't go away. I gave her food and water, but she's not going away.
Chatty catty. All right. Yeah. So right now everything's going good for Ronnie. So I'll play the video later for all the people that missed the video that they sent us. So if you're just joining us, Ronnie's doing pretty good. So that's the amazing thing. So here he is a day out of surgery, and he's already out running the DC-4. So isn't that crazy? He just keeps on going. Keeps on going. Robert Armstrong. You got Canadian living in Spain. There we go. What else do I have in Mikey's mailbag? Oh, first time ever, DC-3 Delta Air Freighter. So that's really cool. So this was sent to me by a viewer going through his father's stuff and actually scanned that. So that's a pretty cool Mikey's mailbag here, the Delta Air Freighter. Very cool. All right. What else I got here, folks? Before we got a piece of mail here I want to open up really quick from a viewer that specifically asked for me to open this box on the live stream, which honestly is a little scary. You can move this. We don't even have that on right now.
Oh no. Okay.
So here we got a box from David Pickering from Shawnee, Oklahoma. Shawnee, Oklahoma. Is any Shawnee, Oklahoma's in the house? David, are you in the chat? Let me know. Still, take a look and see if David's in the chat. So here, I'll open it up. Still, you got anything to talk about besides that cat while I open this up?
I don't know. I'm trying to read the comments.
Well, I can't read the comments. You got to talk.
About what? About International Women's Day in Aviation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
today.
Today's International Women's Day.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
So, who is your biggest female aviation inspiration?
My personal biggest inspiration.
Female.
It's kind of 50-50 between probably biggest two, Rosie the Riveter and Amelia Earhart.
Oh, yeah?
Probably like 50-50.
Did I hear the original Rosie the Riveter just passed away?
Yeah, her actual name was Rosalind, which is a very German name, actually.
I think there's some controversy on who actually was Rosie the Riveter.
Well, I mean, back in the day, there was a lot of Rosie the Riveters, right? But the original one, I think it was that lady.
Okay, folks, here we go. This is what it is. What is it?
Oh.
Oh, what is this? Oh, look at this, folks. It's a new type action camera.
The cat is enhancing the audio I'm reading.
Look at this thing. Look how crazy this is. It's called the Wasp 9905.
Talking about women in aviation, the wasps.
What's that mean? White Anglo-Saxon. What's that stand for? White Anglo-Saxon Protestant or something like that?
The wasps.
That's
Wasp
very neat.
team.
Cool. So
Morning.
what's up? The Wasp one? What are you talking about?
Talking about women in aviation, I said the wasps.
What does that mean? I don't know what it means.
Okay, everybody tell Mikey who were the wasps in the war. Mikey doesn't know.
Were they female pilots?
I don't know. See what people say.
Were they on the German side?
See what the people say, Dave. There's probably people that can tell you.
Oh, Don Mayor's asking if you make that necklace.
Which one? This one or
Yeah.
this one? The pickle or
Pickle,
the
yeah.
the pickle? Yeah, I'm making the pickle. But they're not all looking like pickles. There's bigger ones, smaller ones. They all have different forms and shapes and colors and everything.
Don Mayor's saying women air service pilots. That's very cool, eh?
There.
Yeah, but look what I wrote here. Don's got it.
There you go.
There we go. All right. So there you go, folks. Thank you for the camera. I'm going to check that camera looks crazy durable. Awesome. So hope everybody's doing good. If you're just joining us, this is kind of like the video of the Ronnie Savers is kind of what I was saying. And just like, again, a huge thank you to Chris and Todd, Dilly and Todd Jennings for being there for Uncle Ronny, which was that is pretty awesome.
Mikey, what is the oldest aircraft in the fleet?
Do you know? I know.
The oldest aircraft we have, but it's part of Joe's private collection, is the N3N, 1941.
Yes.
But of the active commercial fleet, I would need to think. Which one?
I don't know.
Of the commercial fleet.
Oh, so the women, was that the women that did all the ferry flights, or were they called something different?
I think that those were the women that did the air service.
So Amelia Earhart, and who else did you say?
Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter. Nobody else?
Probably if I think about it. A lot of my friends, obviously, which names I don't want to publicly mention. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, folks. Yeah, I was hoping my father would go by. Rod was supposed to come. So Rod was actually supposed to come, and he backed out because he had to take his daughter swimming.
Aww.
So Rod was supposed to come and answer everything. But man, it's been a crazy, crazy week. The video that we just put up, the Zantop video, is doing very, very well. A lot of cool things in the comments with the Zantop video because a lot of new viewers are ex-Zantop people because, in Canada is a lot of people, like they know like the Flying Tiger lines, PWA, Echo Bay, like all the, well, might say PWA, I guess, was the big bad boy with all the Hercs. But Zantop was such a huge aviation family and business in the States, so it touched so many different people. So that's why I really wanted to do that video. And it all started from Jack. Jack, if you're watching in the comments, Jack was the first one that... Look, we got. Is there any mods in the group? We got.
Look what it says though. It's
Stella. That we got. The bots are back.
This is getting worse and worse.
The bots are back. Mike. Oh my god. So anyway, can one of the mods please get rid of the bots again? The bots are back. Where in the heck was that? Oh, it's the Zantop. So yeah, so reading all the Zantop comments, and then Connor Zantop. If you guys are on the Facebook group, there's been a lot of action in the Facebook group of sharing Zantop stuff, and I think that's really cool. So not only are we doing plane saving stuff, there's another one. Catbots. So if there's any mods in the group, hopefully. Aussie Mod, are you in the group, please? Oh, there. Benoit's in there. Thank you, Benoit. That's funny. So, yeah. Meow. Meow. That's quite the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Okay, so... yeah, so the Zantop stuff, so that's really cool. And then that all ties all in. And then just the funny thing is, the MHD Rockland crew... that owns the Zantop Electras in Florida really helped out with Ronnie too. They put the airplane away and took care of all Ronnie's stuff and his tools and everything like that. So a huge thank you to the owners of those 4 Zantop Electras, MHD Rockland, as being very good. He's douchey.
Hey Nora. How's it going?
The bot copied my comment. Oh man.
Ferry planes.
Ferry planes.
Oh, those sexy ferry planes.
I don't think anybody has as much fun
with bots.
With the bots as we do. So there were. Bruno was saying the wasps delivered all that stuff. That's really cool.
There you go.
So huge thing. I knew that there's lots of Zantop stuff. Huge shout out to Jack, one of the biggest supporters of PlaneSavers, especially like before we even started working on DTD. He saw the Zantop Electra behind me. So really, the only thing I knew, we got another one here too. Women Air Service Pilot. Oh man, that's awesome. So don't click on them, guys. You guys are probably clicking on them and causing this whole big thing. So yeah, Blue Ribbons. Blue Ribbons is there. Got him. So that's good. Don't feed.
Don't feed the devil.
Oh,
What?
get better
What did
soon.
it say?
Uncle Ronny. Air ambulance. Cats
Yeah.
are not dumb. Their staff are.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty funny.
The thing is, as soon as I would open this door, the cat comes in and, she starts nesting and stuff, but her claws are just so... Norseman with a kiss.
Oh man, it's sad. It's sad that we're actually showing all the bot comments and not the actual comments. So we'll get back to the actual...
Bingo.
Those bots are hilarious. Actually, that could be just a side thing. We can just do
Bots.
Stella, Mikey, and the bots.
Yeah.
Which oil lines are you referring to? Oh, look at that picture. Jeez, that's
Lily,
gonna
you're almost completely naked. Jeez.
that's gonna get us banned here.
You
Oh,
gotta take it easy.
here's a non-bot Cherokee pilot. Hi from West Virginia. Hi West Virginia. That's awesome. Oh, here's Todd. So Todd's in the
Hi,
comments.
Todd.
So Todd's in the comments. So thank you, Todd. Mikey, I had a great time today being able to hit the Mikey, I had a great time today being able to get in the right seat with Uncle Ronnie while running the engines on the DC-4. Can't thank Buffalo Air enough. Todd, geez, we can't thank you guys enough. That was so amazing. Sit. So I'm gonna play the video one more time because we've got a lot more new people. So
I want to say one more thing
what's
before
that?
you do that. Todd and Chris are the names, and the rest of the crew. If you guys ever up in Yellowknife, come by and I'll show you the hangar and everything, and then you can see all the other airplanes for sure.
Quick question: how old's the Fox Moth from Trucker Guy?
The Fox Moth was built
Trucker.
in 1993, and
The Fox Moth? No, what's
the Fox Moth, not the Fokker.
Fokker,
The Fox,
yeah.
I don't know how old the Fox Moth is. I would need to check.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I would need to check. Yeah.
Benoit's in there trying to do. Oh, we got another one. We got Hannah.
Hannah.
Best Stella.
Oh, Hannah.
Okay, so I'm gonna for all the new people coming in, I'm gonna re-show the video.
Yep.
For everything, this is a great video. Ronnie Savers live. Check this out.
Hello, Plane Saver World. This is Todd Jennings and Chris Dilly. and we're sitting here in the cockpit of a DC-4. We finally got out here today after a slight delay in Uncle Ronnie's health, and what a wonderful day to be able to sit here in this cockpit and see this piece of history fire off today.
Absolutely.
So with no delay, let's get at it. We'll get Ronnie in here.
On today's edition of Ronnie Savers, we're going to introduce everybody to everyone that helped Ronnie with his medical issue.
I'm Todd Arcey.
You guys know Ronnie?
Nope. Boy, they do by now.
Joseph Coleman,
Todd Jennings.
David Seymour, Michael Hickson, Joe West.
20 years difference in age. This is 1965, of course. 1945. Piece of history right here. Oh, actually.
So I took the time and Photoshop what the Cherokee could look like in buffalo colors, even with the Ronnie Savers nose art.
Oh, I'm ready to put this bird to work if you're ready. Let's put the stripes on it, Mikey. Ready to go. Here we are after the DC-4 run, engine run. I want to thank Buffalo Airways and Uncle Ronnie. Joe, thank you for giving me this opportunity to do this. It's an unbelievable event here to be a part of this.
Piece
Thank you.
of history.
Piece of history.
Go.
Ronnie Savers.
There we go. We're back. So that's great. Again, so a huge thank you to Chris and Todd for all that awesome stuff, for saving the whole time stuff. I don't know much more I can say. Ronnie should be good. I think he's heading home here on Monday. Here's a good question. Mike Goldberg is saying, is the DC-4 being put back into serviceable condition, or is this being brought to variable condition? Yes, it's going to a variable condition because we're taking it out of Florida and bringing it back to Red Deer. So yeah, I guess it would be variable condition, but in a serviceable way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Oh yeah.
See, Eleanor will get electrophotos soon.
Eleanor, join me in here. Oh my god. Oh, Connor's in the chat. Hello, Connor. Connor Zantop. I seen that Connor, his grandfather found the Zantop Airlines sign, the Zantop International Airlines sign. So that's very, very cool. So thank you guys for everything running. Hey, Ronnie, stay healthy. Look after yourself, my friend. We all love you. So the outpouring support for Uncle Ronnie is amazing. So actually, here, I think my audio is peaking a bit there. Yeah. If you watch that video closely, I'm going to actually, I picked up something on the second time I watched it. Ronnie actually says something pretty funny.
What does he say?
Well, I guess because I got
I can't hear it. What does he
Here,
say?
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna put it on, folks, and see if you guys can catch it because it's pretty funny.
Hello,
Watch this.
PlaneSaver world. This is
So I'm skipping it ahead here. So right here. So when they introduce Ronnie, listen what he says.
You guys know Ronnie?
Nope. Boy, they do by now. Joseph Coleman,
Todd Jennings.
David Seymour, Michael Hickson.
So
What's he saying?
he said that Chris goes, well, you all know Ronnie, and Ronnie says something along the lines of, well, they sure do now.
Oh, Ronnie.
Oh my god. LBA, which is the JASPA 2509, saying what happened to LBA. LBA is referencing one of the Lockheed Electras that we bought from Ammer Air in Austria, which isn't Germany. Austria is not Germany, correct?
No.
Just joking. So LB8 is in Red Deer. It had some structural issues behind, I think, number 2 engine, a crack that was going to cause a major repair. So they got another airframe ready, but LB8 is definitely repairable, ready to go if need be. But the Air Atlantic birds, so XFC and ZFE that you guys see if you watch, were ready to go. Those airplanes they landed from England, ready to go, and that's why the flag's still there. Funny thing, I still getting comments about those flags. So I flipped that one video around with Dan poking his head out, and by flipping the video around, I actually gently flipped the British flag upside down because you can't mirror it. Yeah. So anyway, we're funny. Bing Lam is saying best wishes to Uncle Ronnie. I live in Red Deer. Can we get a heads up when the DC-4 flight is due? Yeah, I think. I don't know what they're doing for a pilot. I don't know if they're using Frank Moss. I hear Frank Moss might be on some adventure with the DC-3, going somewhere pretty crazy. So
people are wondering if the Norseman might be the oldest. But,
no, Norseman's 1946.
5th of October 1946 is the Yellow Norseman.
So Dave Jones, I just kind of answered that. Who's going to fly DC-4? I think it's going to be Frank and Glenn Moss, the legendary airplane radial engine people in the States, probably the best pilot, the best radial engine guys in Florida, probably in the world. It's whoever we use. And if you actually watch Kermit Weeks get trained on the DC-3, one of his videos is actually undone by those guys. So it's all good. So Frank Moss and Glenn Moss, his son. So there you go. So again, number one, what's old there? See, that's how you know when you got a good idea for a video. What is the oldest plane in Buffalo's feet is one thing people keep on saying. All that fun stuff. Another one, what happened to JKM? We're going to be knowing more about that when Ronnie gets back. I'll do a full JKM update. Don Mayer saying he flew with the Moss family. See if Bruce would like to. See, Bruce was in the news. I was just reading the story there. He's given all the other rock stars trouble for using teleprompters and stuff. Connor's saying, I have plenty more to post on PlaneSavers, but I post way too much, so I'll have to slow down. Yes, Connor, it's always good to spread your posts out. Yeah, it's always good. Mikey, as a career, is there a shortage of aircraft mechanics in Canada? Yes, definitely. Actually, that's why I was hoping Rod would come on. Actually, good segue question. I love segues, not the Paul Blart segues, but this was Rod wanted to come on and see if anybody wanted to come be a mechanic up in Yellowknife, because actually Rod needs a few mechanics. But yeah.
Super chat.
So hopefully we get Rod next time. Oh, James always super active here. Looks like we have a YC weekend layover in April. Might have to grab a rental car and have it. Yeah, it's about an hour and 15-minute drive from Red Deer to YCC. I've done that trip dozens and dozens of times. Yeah, come up. Yeah, we'll make sure during the week is actually the best because there's people there. But during the weekend, we can maybe Ronnie's there. We can get you into DTD. So, thanks, James, for the super chat.
Don't do usual hangar tours in YQF though.
No. But for James, maybe we can make an exception.
No, I'm just letting.
There's only 711 people watching, Stella.
Yeah.
You always take everything so seriously.
I do. I have to.
Why?
It's my job.
Which one? Which job?
Oh, which one out of the 10?
Jasper, thanks for reading out my question. No problem. That's why we're here, folks. We're here for you guys. So there we go. Harlow from the Netherlands. Got to see Mikey on the Segway now. That'd be good. Actually, I could probably pull off a Paul Blart Mall Cop Halloween. That'd be actually pretty good. Flight Express saying, Mikey, are you coming to Calgary anytime soon? Love to meet you. Stella, am I allowed to go to Calgary?
I don't think we're going anywhere at the moment.
But am I allowed? Can I go to Calgary this evening?
This evening?
Yeah.
Who's gonna take the dog out?
You? Who's going to take the dog out? The Whool saying, aircraft mechanic is hard. You can't just twat a big hammer till it fits. What was that one saying? He's like, there's that one saying, I'm going to mess it up. It was like, there's only the right tool for the right job, and the right tool is any, and the one tool I have is a hammer. I forget that one joke. What's up? Oh, so yeah, Ed, when we be in Sacramento, we had to cancel the Sacramento trip due to that weird bug that's going around. Actually, and here's the funny thing: I can't even really say the bug's name. The weird thing is getting everybody sick because actually YouTube will demonetize everything. It's one of their no-no words. So anyway, so I'm thinking I might, because it's actually affecting Buffalo Airways. There's another big YouTuber that I've been working with right now that is making a specific video on the effects of the bug with the whole outer world, the aviation world. So, oh, we got a special guest, folks. We made it. Bring him in. Oh, Stella, bring him in. Stella.
What? I told him.
Bring him in.
What did I do?
Not the dog.
And throw him here or what?
Alison Ford's asking how is Stuka. Stuka's doing very good. We got Patches here. I don't know if you guys can see Patches. Patches running away. There he is. Look. Patches running away. Okay, so Stella's out. She ran. This is live. So Stella ran out to find Joe. There we go. Don't touch my no-no word. Yeah, YouTube's a little strange. Where is he? Where did he go?
He's wondering.
Beer bug? You know what? That is actually very clever. That is very clever. Eagle Brink. The beer bug. And I think I'm gonna need that.
Look who's here.
Human Myra. Pilots have fleas? Well, this pilot has fleas for sure.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so another big one is, do you know what you're going to do with the DC-6? So if you've seen the Zantop episode, you've seen that we have the only surviving swing-tail DC-6 in the world that was an ex-Zantop aircraft. So I think I might do a whole video just on that because there's a lot of whatchamacallit there, interest around it. Does Stella drink Stella? The number one question.
Am I allowed to talk about alcoholic drinks?
Of course you can.
Okay. My favorite is probably what's that stuff called? That palm.
Water.
No, the palm stuff I drink.
Oh, Palm Bay.
Palm Bay, but only the pink. The pink one.
Only the pink one.
Yeah. I don't know what taste it is. I don't know if it's raspberry. I think it is raspberry.
Does Patches have any? He's calling him.
He's right here.
You're gonna. I don't want to peek the audio here. Hey, Dad, you're gonna have to come in here. We got the dog hostage. I probably can't say the word hostage. So, yeah, Dave Jones saying a DC-6 video, please. It'd be very interesting, very, very interesting, and maybe we can get Dwayne Zantop on the video talking about the DC-6, the swingtail DC-6, and all that kind of stuff. Perfect for the beer run. Yeah, so actually I'm working on 2 videos right now, 2 special videos. I can do a Fokker update. So huge improvements going on with the Fokker right now. Number one, of course, the engine and mount and everything we know is coming.
Oh, there's Patches.
Here we
I
go.
was looking all
Oh,
over.
switch seats.
Yeah, hold on.
Switch seats. Hurry before he leaves.
Oh god.
Patches. Where you?
Down, then I'll put them on.
No, he'll jump up when he wants.
There we go, folks.
Good afternoon, Mike. Oh,
Dad.
what batter patch?
Oh, Buffalo Joe. Oh, and Pickles. What kind of dog is Patches?
What is patches?
Patches.
Heinz 57.
Mine's 57.
Aiden 57. I don't know what he is. Just a dog.
So Dad, because you haven't seen it, I won't show the whole video, guys. I showed the video, the Ronnie Savers video, but I'm gonna show a little bit here, just the point, just this one clip, so Joe can see it. I'm gonna have to mute my audio so there's no feedback. So give me 2 seconds.
Hello, PlaneSaver world. This is Todd Jennings and Chris Dilly, and we're sitting here in the cockpit of a DC-4. We finally got out here today after a slight delay in Uncle Ronnie's health, and what a wonderful day to be able to sit here in this cockpit and see this piece of history fire off today.
Absolutely.
So, with no delay, let's get at it. We'll get Ronnie in here. Here we are after the DC-4 engine run. I want to thank Buffalo Airways and Uncle Ronnie. Joe, thank you for giving me this opportunity to do this. It's an unbelievable event here to be a part of this.
Piece
So
of history.
Piece of history.
Go.
Ronnie Savers.
Who's all in the airplane there?
Well, so they got everybody in. So of course, folks, you just watched. I just played a couple of the clips for my father. Stuff yet. So yeah. So here's the picture. So here is the whole crew, and there's your brother holding the sign. So I made a Ronnie Saver sign, and I sent it down to them, and they got it all up. So that's the whole crew. So that is the crew. Right here, there's their bird here, the Clay County Fire Rescue. So that's the airport fire crew. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
You want to say a message to the Clay County Fire Rescue?
Oh, yeah, we'd certainly like to thank them, but I think people who work on airports, around airports, I don't know if everybody realizes how lucky or fortunate we are that, like, whether you're on the Yellowknife Airport or the Red Deer or Hay River, Florida, there's a fire department on the airport with paramedics and all the good stuff that goes with it for equipment and so it's something that maybe a lot of people don't realize, that when they come to work, they slip a disc or nut or whatever they slip, there's a paramedic crew next door. I know here in Yellowknife, I always think if anything ever happens in this hangar, the second hangar down is a paramedic crew with all the equipment. Don't have to wait for somebody to come to town. So I think those people should be thanked and recognized for their dedication to trying to keep us all straight up. So thank you, guys. Thank you.
Oh,
Hey, Pat, say thank you. Hey, thank you there.
Truck Guys asking Joe, what is your favorite aircraft in the fleet?
Oh boy, that's a tough question. I can't answer that one. I always, everybody knows I favor DC-3, but airplanes are airplanes, so they're all pretty good.
How old is the Fox Moth?
Well, actually, this Fox Moth was built in '46. The design is 1932, like an old Deuce coupe, but she built in '46 right after the war.
That's good.
Yeah. So where's Ronnie right now? Is he on here?
No, Todd's on.
Yeah.
So say hi to Todd.
Okay. Yeah.
So everyone's asking what's your favorite aircraft?
What's my favorite aircraft?
Yeah.
Whatever one you're flying that day, I guess. I don't really know. They're all good. I mean, I don't know how you would determine a favorite aircraft.
Which DC-3 performs the best? Put it that way.
CV?
Would DC-3 performs the best?
Yeah.
Well, depends what you're doing with it. Some are a little
That's
different.
a good point. That's a very good point.
I mean, if you're doing rough field work, or whether you're doing long range cruise, or whether you're doing just airport to airport, or you got it on skis, or you got it out in the mud and the deep snow, they're all a little different. There's like people, they're not the same.
So Connor Zantop's in the chat. You want to say hi to Connor?
Where's this?
Connor's in the chat. Connor's the young Zantop.
Oh yeah. Hi. Connor, yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
and then Dwayne. I think I seen Dwayne in the chat too. I know Dwayne's been posting some stuff. So yeah, what's your thoughts on the Zantop video?
Well, the Zantop video is very good. I mean, you know, but it'd be nice to have time to go into it a little deeper. I mean, it affected many people work there. Many people have probably real good feelings of their days when they started flying or worked there in their later days. So it should always be recognized.
So Connor's saying his grandpa, which was Dwayne. Now I'm getting them all confused. So there's the original Dwayne Zantop,
Yeah,
and then there was the second Dwayne,
yeah.
and then there's Dwayne Senior, and then Dwayne. No, I got it all mixed up again.
Maybe I should have called you Joe 1, 2, 3, and 4. So
The original is Connor's great grandfather, Dwayne Zantop,
yeah,
and then there's Connor's grandfather is Dwayne Zantop, and then his dad's Dwayne Zantop, and Connor's middle name is Dwayne Zantop.
yeah.
So yeah, I still don't have it all down pat. That's why I kind of simplified it in the video. The one thing too I mentioned in the video that Dwayne mentioned, there was a couple errors, but the one major error is actually Zantop didn't go bankrupt. They willingly handed in their FAA certificate. So that's one. Or there's a few different little minor things. I was off on some of the numbers and stuff, but you know.
Oh yeah, that's just like the gambling table when you hang in your cash and your chips. You know, maybe the security says, okay, you got no more chips, or you know, you can still continue to play. It's hard to say. That's how business is running.
Mm-hmm. So what's your thoughts on Ronnie doing the run-up? He went out and they ran up the engines and did everything going.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the video. Yeah, you guys probably I seen showed the video twice, but yeah, Ronnie's already at work.
Oh, is that right, eh? Well, I guess he's trying to make up time. You know? No, that's good. If he's at
That's
work,
not
it means that he's feeling good and he just doesn't want to sit around and get tired.
JB 1011. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, Mikey and Joe. Keep up the good work. There we go. So Robert's saying, hi, Mikey. Sorry to hear about Ronnie. Glad he's better now. Robert's been in the chat for like ever. So Robert, don't change your icon because it stands out and I can tell it's you. So
Yeah.
I can't remember even seeing a 4-engine prop plane in Toronto. What would be the last 4-engine prop plane in Toronto?
Well, Carl Millard had all those DC-4s in Toronto doing car parts at the same time as Zantop was doing car parts. So they were sort of the sister company, you know. So there's so that would be the and of course going out of there was Electras too, you know, the Ice Patrol Electras, Nord Air, Kenton.
Here's a very specific question. Josh Evhart is saying, hi, Joe. Talk about Chuck McAvoy and did you retrieve his airframe?
Yeah, we went out with a DC-3 and picked the airframe up and brought it in Yellow Knife here. It's in a sea-can container behind the hangar, resting well. So it was like we brought it in and put it in the sea-can. Someday we'll restore it or put it back together. We won't restore it. We'll put it back together the way it was when Chuck flew it. But I had to get it out of there right away because it had been found for 39 years. But once it was found, it was like the Titanic. Everybody wanted to go get a souvenir off it. And I didn't. It's a grave site. 3 people lost their lives in it, so I didn't want the gravesite desecrated. So I just went out there, and Jimmy Esri and the boys and Ronnie and everything. We just put it in the DC-3 and brought her home and put her away. So it's safe and cozy and warm behind the hangar.
Kenny Hammond has actually made a good point. The Hercules there'd be Hercs all over the 4-engine prop. So Kenny's grandfather flew the Starfighters in Germany.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then was in NATO too. Was the Canadian? Was it NATO? Yeah, the Canadian delegate for NATO in Colorado, I believe. If my PlaneSavers trivia is up to snuff. Again, this is a question that's popping up. What's the oldest? Truck guy 06 here is spamming in the comments. What's the oldest aircraft in the fleet?
Me.
Yeah. Well, no, not even. The N3N's older.
No, I got airplanes a lot older than I am. But no, the N3N is of the 30s, and the Fox and the DC3s are mostly they come out of off the right around 42 to 45, 44, and the 46 is the same. So Electra is 1959. So it's hard to say what is the oldest. You have to go through all the records on it.
So Connor's saying that Dwayne Zantop is turning 75 on March 14th. Your birthday is March 17th. It's coming up.
Yeah,
When's
yeah,
your birthday?
yeah. Everybody
What day is it today?
Get out the green and start waving it around.
9 days.
Yeah.
9 days. So, of course, there's the one question that always changes. Why is Buffalo Airways green? And, there's all the different versions because you're born on St. Patrick's Day, because you're Irish, because it was the cheapest color, because Chuck McAvoy had his plane painted that color, and it's easy to see from the sky was another one. So that one is why is Buffalo Airways green is a million questions. But Rod the other day believed that the green on DC3s is the best looking way you can paint a DC3, and I 100% agree with him. I never really thought of that. Is like because we grew up with green DC3s.
I want to say hi to Steve Dakin. I don't want to interrupt you, Mike, but I see Steve said hi. So hi, Steve. How you doing?
There we go.
Well.
So Kenny's saying, yeah, he was the head of NORAD, anti-drug operations in Colorado Springs. So that was Kenny's grandfather. Flew starfighters and was the head of NORAD. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Connor Zantop, your family's legend in aviation. That is very true. Why no Avro R BAE 146?
We just don't have a job for it or a place for it in the company, and there's just something we wouldn't have anything to do with here right now. We don't have a job for it. 146.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a lot of it's customer driven. There is 146s in town.
Yeah, there's two in town.
Yeah, so there's that. I guess so. A lot of questions. Like there's so many. There's never really an answer. Never really an answer. Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday. Green looks great. Danny Price from Halifax. Danny is the one that was sending us all the footage from the museums.
Oh, yeah.
Danny's saying, when are you going to Stella come for lobsters and wobbly pops? I've never been to Halifax, I don't think. But yeah. You been to Halifax?
Oh, yeah.
No, I've never been to Halifax.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you a picture from Mikey's mailbag here. A viewer, I showed this a little bit earlier, but take a look at this right here. And check this out. This picture right here. Can you see it? It's a Delta DC-3 air freighter.
Yeah.
You ever hear that?
No, I guess they must have dedicated some airplanes just to straight freighting, but I never heard of it. I hear a Delta a lot, but not an air freighter. No, I don't. Yeah, see.
Oh yeah.
Do people know why we didn't go to Sacramento?
So this is Juan. This is Blanco. So Juan, my father's a fan of your channel.
Oh yeah. I know who it is. Yeah.
What was your number one comment you've been showing everybody with the tankers? Remember what he mentioned?
No, I don't remember what you said there, Mike.
No, remember the Herc bombing into the with the wind at its tail is like, what was the?
Yeah. No. This is Sunday. We don't talk at it.
No, you got to just say yeah.
What did I say?
It's like a pink fart.
I didn't say.
Well, no.
I mean, no. He said that. I agreed with him.
Yeah, but you heard it on the internet, and he just ran around and said pink fart all day.
Yeah.
There we go. So now he's getting red. He's embarrassed.
The N31 was manufactured 41. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was manufactured 39.
Here's a good one. Hi, Mikey and Joe. Where did Buffalo get its DC-3s from?
Oh, there were a lot of rescues like pond puppies, and we put them together and brought them home years and years ago. But they Where did I get the DC-3 from? Well, the core DC-3s come out of the RCAF. We're up in the military. And the military in Canada was surplus them out. We were buying them. And that's the main part of them. That's where they came from. You know, we're buying right off the military.
So, how many DC-3s? How many DC-3s have you owned, operated, sold, or flew totally? I think so. Each individual registration or serial number, say, how many DC-3s have you interacted with in your life? You think?
I'd have to go. No, I'd have to sit and think of that one for a while and go through the logbooks or something. But there are quite a few, probably 50.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking the other day. I was thinking 50.
Yeah, there's at least 50 gone through my life.
At first, I said 25, and then I was like, no, because the Buffalo has had 25 airframes at least.
An honest 50, I guess, would be what we touch base with. Yeah, you know.
So Blanco, yeah. So Blanco's channel is I really like it for learning all the different things. Like Blanco, what he does there, or Juan Brown, he takes the footage or the report, and then actually translates it into something that people can understand, which is very good. So if you haven't seen, go check out the Blanco O'Leary channel. Very good. John, the Eagle, is saying, do you know the complete history of all your current DC-3s? That's almost impossible.
Yeah, well, we have a lot because the company or the group in Britain there call themselves the Propliner Boys. They research every DC-3 by serial number, so they've brought me up to date on the history of a lot of the airplanes, where they've been, where they went to, and where they came back from. So it's very interesting. You know, that one we had here, CQT, had been 27 different registration countries and cheat lines. But that's a high one.
Brandon Jennings, thank you for the super chat from Brandon Jennings, from Brandon, Dana, and Nora. So thank you guys. Very, very kind of you. We got Harley on your thumbnail. Very cool. What software are you using for live feed? Thanks, guys, for the shout out to Juan. Juan, we are using Ecamm Live, and then you can do it free, but there's also a little upgrade thing. And if I'm using it, it means it's very, very simple. I tend not to use complicated things. But yeah, so Ecamm Live is the program we're using right now. Very simple. I could drag and drop, and yeah, it's super, super simple. What is going? Do you want to build an airplane? Jeremy Duncan saying. Funny thing is, so you're building the Fox Moth, I'm building the Fokker. Fokker update, which I tried to do earlier. I got a gentleman named Peter in Toronto. He's going to start building the Fokker wings for me and putting it all together. So that means the Fokker wings are going to be built in Toronto, which is going to give everybody some more time to work on the Fox Moth. You got a new Fox Moth guy.
Oh yeah. Steve Seeley came in yesterday, and he's over there right now, going through all the drawings and taking the airplane apart and doing a good inspection on before we start on it.
Todd Jennings is saying Brandon Jennings is my son. So, oh yes, that's Todd's son. So thank you, Todd and Brandon. That's awesome. Look at this, Juan Brown rocks. You guys see, Juan, you're doing really good stuff. Oh, we got Aussie Mod. He's in. Thank you guys. What is going on? Dave Jones, how's your mom, Mikey? How's mom doing?
Oh, very good. Yeah, very good. Yeah, she'll be over to check on you next week. So.
Oh, she's coming next week?
Oh yeah, you got to clean up your act here. You only got a couple more days.
Oh, that's awesome. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's what's the newest aircraft in the fleet? Well, that's in the fleet. I guess it'd be one of the King Airs, you know.
Well, no, the 802s technically, but the newest aircraft in the fleet. I don't know. That's a good question. That
So
is
it
a
says, did Joe find any wings for his fox moth? No, I'm still looking. I got some leads on some tiger moth wings, but I'm looking. I'm still looking. So anybody out there, if you wanted to clean out the hangar or clean out the house and pull them out from under your bed or wherever you got them hidden, if you got fox moth wings, I'm a buyer. I got my hand up at the auction for them.
John the Eagle saying, how many of your aircraft are former military aircraft? That's a very good question.
Just about all of them, eh?
Pretty much all of them, except the
Yep.
King Airs.
Yeah, all the
And the
DC-3s and the fours, all the fours, all the threes, all the 46s are all ex-military. They've all served their, they've all done the thing.
Blanco's getting a lot of love in the comments. Do you have a fleet aircraft in your fleet?
Fleet Canuck, yeah, there's one hanging in the roof.
Yes, you guys seen? I don't have a picture handy.
Yeah,
but
there's a little Fleet Canuck. That's a 1946 Fleet. Yeah, it's up there resting.
So Trucker Martin, is Ronnie okay now? Yes, if you're just joining us, Ronnie is good. He was released from the hospital the other day and is actually did a run up with the thing.
Yeah. You want to know what part of Ireland we were from? We come from the Ireland where St. Christopher drove all the snakes out of it. That's the part we came from. It was called Galway Bay, and my grandmother's maiden name there when they left Ireland, she was a Kenny, which is a very well-known name and around Galway there. So that's where we're from.
Okay, so people are just joining. Ronnie's, of course, people that are just joining us right now. Ronnie's doing good. We had some footage. To end the live stream, I'm gonna show the video. So if you haven't seen the video yet, probably most of you guys have, because you guys are all hardcore. I'll play the video at the end.
Did Joe date a beautiful blonde from Peace River back in the 60s? No, not me. I didn't not. My wife is from the Peace River area, but she's not blonde. And that was in the 60s. She's from High Prairie, but we put a blonde streak in her hair one time, but no, she was not a blonde.
Hey Joe, was just wondering, what is the max amount of hours before overhaul on an 1830?
We run to 1,500 hours.
So 1830 is a DC-3 engine made by Pratt & Whitney?
Yeah, we
Greg saying, just got here. Happy Ronnie's good. Hi, Mikey and Joe. Hey, Greg. He's still, can you hand me that water? So people always, one question I get is people always like, why are you drinking so much water? It's like, have you talked for an hour and 2 minutes straight? It is very crazy. Oh, here we go. Here's a good question. Will DTD ever get a line to drop paratroopers commemoration jumps, etc.? And did one of your C-46 DC-3s got used during World War II by the U.S. Air Force in Europe? That's a very good question. So DTD doesn't have a jump door on it. It's got the air stair door, so you can't really use it as a jump door. You can, of course, but it's not really set up because the cargo doors that were in the C-47 were bigger. You could theoretically kind of jump out of it, but you couldn't necessarily. Anything is possible, but for DTD to do it properly, you would need to put in the proper door.
DTD has overhead bins, so you can't do the line.
Oh yeah, and it's got overhead bins too. So yeah, so that's a good question. But the hidden good question is, did your C-47s DC-3s got used during World War II by the U.S. Air Force in Europe? Actually, this was before the Air Force. It would actually be the Air Corps. But no, all our DC-3s were Royal Air Force. That I know of. So.
Yeah, they're all either Royal Air Force or RCF or Britley. We didn't do any in American stuff.
D-Day Cliff is asking, how can you identify fox moth wings? Should we find wings?
How do you identify them? You identify by part number, but they, to the naked eye, they really look the same, other than that the fox moth wing has a fitting on so you can fold them back for storage, and the tiger moth you don't, but I'll take either one. I'll use either. I don't want to fold my wings anyway, so if I could find tiger moth wings, I'd be very happy. And, you know, see, what's this? Benjamin. No, yeah, well, Benjamin, he's got a day off today because his girlfriend's in town, but the new woodworker that came in to help us will be working with him for the next couple weeks on repairing the woodwork in the Foxmont.
I got a text message from Todd.
Yeah.
Chris is saying, make sure to tell everybody it's 70 degrees in Florida right now. Oh my God, that's warm. Yeah, so Todd sent me a message. I uploaded a video on your instant messaging. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means Facebook?
That's Instagram direct message.
Oh, he sent me a message on Facebook. Sometimes it's very hard to get me messages because there's so many. Todd, can you text it to me? Facebook's a wasteland for me for videos because it is there's so many. I don't even know where it went. Dad, you see? PlaneSavers team. Dad, how do you manage to keep those air-cooled radios warm up there?
How do you keep them warm? Well, they're well shrouded, and we've got cowgills on them to control the heat, and they produce a lot of heat, so we just manage the heat that they produce, and and we save that heat in the engine to keep it warm. It's like residue heat. We hold on to it. We don't expel it into the air.
All right. Bridget's in there. That's William's mom. So William's, I think, up in ground school right now, isn't he? I think so. Yeah. So I think
he's down at the cathedral, isn't he?
No. So Benjamin with his girlfriend and William, I think, is in ground school. So. Anything else going on, folks? Oh, we got 70 degrees equals 21. So it's 21 right down there right now.
70 degrees in Florida, eh? Yeah, well, Ronnie will be out there with his short pants on anyway.
What did you think about the time change?
Oh, the spring ahead an hour, great. I'm always in favor of that. You know, we try and save time, make time, and save it. So if we get an extra hour, that's great.
Yeah, I think this is Italian water.
Italian water.
Yeah, no, this is drinking Italian water. Okay. What's Joe's favorite supper?
Kraft dinner and wieners.
Oh, William saying no, not today. He's on his day off.
Oh yeah, it's my day off. Right, look at him. Yeah.
Oh, subscribe. Kenny is saying subscribe. Kenny Hammond. Let me check. What it was. Usually with live streams, I actually lose viewers. So let me just check here. What do we have for subscribers? Because so we're at 58,982. That's really good. So thank you guys. So if you haven't subscribed, will you see something? So this question: will DTD be in Oshkosh this year? 100% up to this guy because he's got.
Well, don't point at me. It's your airplane.
Yeah, I know.
You got to make a decision too.
Yeah, no, but we need to put fuel in it, and we need somebody to fly it. And you've got two. You have two DC-3 Oshkosh landings under your belt now, so you're pretty much a pro.
Oh yeah, right. No, I don't know. You'd have to.
Joe's a good Catholic boy, nothing like fish and chips.
Oh yeah, you can feed the whole.
Isn't that Friday? No?
No, yeah,
What's that Sunday?
you eat fish on Friday and you feed the whole congregation with 12 loaves of bread and 6 fish, right? I remember all that.
Will Joe ever need the DC-4s back in service? That's a pretty good question.
Well, if we could find gas, I'd definitely put it back in service. It's the greatest airplane going. You know, they're great airplanes, but of course time went on and we're run out of companies that make avgas fuel. You know, so everybody's gone to turbines. But they are a great airplane. But yeah, that's going to be a good question whether or not we get DTD back to Oshkosh or not. You know, if
It's up to you.
well, back in the good old days, when I had a siphon hose, I could run around and get some fuel. But I haven't figure out how to fill it up. We'll get her down there. I guess it all really depends on the public. If the public want to see it or have it back again, or if there's enough interest in it, you know, we have to sort of respond to what the people want.
Oh, I think there'll be enough interest in it.
You know.
All right. Okay, so I think Todd's going to be sending us a video here pretty quick. I just sent him a message. I texted him a message. Because sometimes it's very hard to get a hold of me sometimes. That's why we got the PlaneSavers@gmail. So if anybody wants to email me random stuff, PlaneSavers@gmail, that is kind of your guys' email to email me random stuff. But I sent an email address to Todd that I have access to right here.
Yeah, so I want to go back to Oshkosh to Coventry. I want to go back there because I know when we left there at the lectures, we left a few things behind, and I'd certainly like to go back. I'd certainly like to. It was the greatest place, and you know, was there a half a dozen times. It was really great, nice people, and I really enjoyed that country there. So yeah, I'm going to go back on a treasure hunt for lecture parts back to Coventry.
Well, on that, I have some questions about the TV show and what happened to it. Do you have some links? Yeah, I guess the best place to watch a TV show is Amazon Prime. Yeah, so if you check Amazon Prime. As to what happened, that is another hour of how it started, where it went. Probably, if you guys really want that, let me know. If you really want me to make a video strictly on how the show started, what was it like filming the show, and then stories of that, and then what happened. It would be its own video. So let us know. Let me know in the YouTube comments if you want that. Still waiting. How's everything else going? Kyle Clark, if you need anything while you're in Oshkosh, hit me up. Stella and I are going to Oshkosh to do that speaking engagement. I think it was April 16th. I'll be doing more posts on that. So if you're in the Oshkosh area, PlaneSavers meetup at Oshkosh, Wisconsin, I think April 16th, but I'll get you more information if everything is still good. So we're all going to be there. Well, Stella and I are going to be there in Oshkosh. Yeah. Chris Henry, huge shout out to Chris Henry at EAA. Amazing organization. One of my top 5 favorite organizations in the world, besides The Simpsons and Buffalo Airways and PlaneSavers, EAA. I love EAA. Here's the thing. Oshkosh, the Air Venture, has got 750, 800,000 people going to it. I still think is probably the best place for anybody that's in aviation. You have so many like-minded people in one condensed area. It is the best, and the one trip I look forward to every year. Here's one. Would you ever buy a C-27J? Is that an F-27? No, C-27. What's a C-27?
I don't know, but the only 27 I know was a Fairchild F-27.
Was that a Fokker?
Yeah, well, it was, yeah, and you know, a great airplane, but limited by the amount of engines we got, and it's not a fuel efficient like the new airplanes of today, you know. So we probably won't have one, but it's not saying somebody might pass one by here.
Joe, would it be worth converting DC-4s to turbines? We're actually when Rod's here, we'll get Rod in the next episode to talk about that one. So keep that one going. What happened to the water bomber that landed with the gear up? That aircraft actually was fixed before the original show aired because they had an F-16 repair facility in Turkey. I guess the hardest part was the keel, finding the keel that we got out of the States. But yeah, before that episode even aired originally, the aircraft was fixed flying. So those CL-215s are a tough airplane. Very, very tough. Sun and Fun. Everybody's going down to Sun and Fun. Unfortunately, that is a little too far and a little too in not such a good season for us. But maybe one day Stella and I will go to Sun and Fun. Do you like the Sun, Stella?
Is that the float plane thing?
No, it's in Florida. It's the Florida Oshkosh, smaller. A lot of people like it because it's a little bit more less crazy. But you like crazy. You like lots of people, right? You like just the craziness and lots of people bugging you and asking you for pictures. You love that stuff, eh, Stella? I still remember Stella tried even.
I just had to go to the washroom. That
Just
one
going to
time
the
and
washroom,
like, oh my
and
God.
that's so funny. Gene Robert, yes, please info on ice pilots. Yeah, I think ice pilots wrap up. Maybe we should do an ice pilots wrap.
Well, Jake can fly again. Sure, she'll fly again. Just get Ronnie out of Florida back to Red Deer.
Yeah, we'll be doing a JCAM update hopefully soon. Need a Buffalo hoodie. Which website can I buy it from? BuffaloAirwear.com.
Just put it in the comments.
BuffaloAirwear.com. Yeah, if someone can write in the
Invite him
comments.
in,
Yeah, so people write in the comments, BuffaloAirwear.com for a link. I'm in Yellowknife in 2 weeks. I can't wait to see all your aircraft flying. Yeah, come on down.
Hey, make sure booking for a hangar tour so we can show you on.
Yeah, will JCAM fly again? Yes. Stella would make a wonderful model. Elvis King. Elvis King, did I see? I think you ordered some Buffalo merchandise, I believe. So I think that was you, Newfoundland. I think it was. Anyway, so thank you, Elvis King. Do you guys still have TXW? This has popped up. So Ronnie has TXW at his farm. At this point right now, it's beyond economical repair as it has spar damage. But that is added to the list of projects. But right now, unless the price of C-46s goes insane, just like if you find a P-40 or a F-4U Corsair or Hurricane or a Spitfire or Mustang or a Stuka, in any condition, it's worth restoring. C-46s still haven't got to that point yet, or might not get to that point. Do you think there's a still place for older jets like the 727 Super 27? 727. That would be the 100, I believe, is gravel equipped, or the
Yeah.
two. Oh
yeah, there's a place for them. It depends. The world has many different places. Always a place for every airplane.
Justin is saying, love the red trim hoodie. So these are like top quality King Fashion hoodies available. We don't have that many left, or how many we left? Stella's shaking her head.
So you better hurry up.
What did you say? You got to tell them.
So you better hurry up. I said.
You got to tell them in camera. So yeah, the
okay.
PlaneSavers hoodies they're good. As you see, mine's full of dog hair and cat hair. But you guys know I've been wearing these hoodies for almost 20 years. Stella?
Okay, I'm going to change seats with her because she's got some answers here. And I got to get back out. Will WR fly again? Yeah, she'll fly again. It's also, Ronnie has it on his farm. Those airplanes become like cows out there. They just grow,
This is very random.
Yeah, I have a red Volkswagen Bus.
That was Miles Kane's old one? That's so random.
No. Miles Kane was a Volkswagen yellow car. Oh yeah, Volkswagen Bus. Oh yeah, I still got roses on it and flowers on it.
Ben was asking, Joe, did you have the opportunity to fly the Fairchild 71 or any other Fairchild bush planes?
No, I didn't get to fly the 71. As a kid, I rode around in the 82, but I never did Never did fly 71 or 82, but I will.
Elvis, oh yeah, thank you, Elvis, for the order. I did see, yeah, you did see. So you can see that. Robert Lingston from Scotland, our #1 Buffalo Airwear customer in Scotland. WIR is my favorite. Did you know that I designed the WIR paint job in 1996?
Yeah, just say hi. Return the hi here from Grandpa Zantop. From me. How you doing? How you doing? Hang in there. Hang in there. We'll be over to see you one of these days.
Will Buffalo ever purchase another C-46?
Drive one through the yard. We'll have her handle up with her waving at it. There, if I can find one. There's some in Latin and South America, but I really haven't figured out how to get them home yet.
Here's a picture right here I was showing everybody this morning or earlier. Where in the heck is it? This right here.
Now where's? Oh, that's TXW. Oh no, that's where's that AVO?
No.
Which one is that?
Look
Mike?
closer. Do you notice something?
Oh
different?
yeah, it's got the flag on the nose there, eh? It got prop spinners, and it's got the. It's not even our airplane.
No.
No, that's.
Do you know which one that is?
No, it could be IBX.
It's IBX, yeah.
Yeah.
It's IBX. The TCAT conversion.
Oh yeah, that's good. Hey, Stella, you want to come over and take this seat here?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
right behind
Okay.
you.
Yeah, Don Graff's Museum, Old Bird, Old Forge. Yeah, it's really good there. Ocala, Florida. Ocala, isn't that, Mikey, Ocala, that's where we took NW. That's where all the horse racing is down Ocala.
That's way before my time.
You were with me.
I've never been to Florida. I've never gone to Florida. Not once. Never been to Florida.
Ronnie was there, Rod, we took NW.
Is that when Eastern Airlines?
Yeah.
So that's way before my time. What year did Eastern Airlines go down? Early 90s?
All right. Yeah, no, that Ocala is where they race all the horses, get them ready for the big one, eh?
Mm-hmm.
The Big Apple. They get ready for the Big Apple there. Horses get apples if they're for treats, eh?
The tail section's in the building because the airplane won't fit in the building if you see the picture. Okay, well, Dad, thanks for joining us.
I got to get running, so.
Andrew's saying thanks for joining us, Joe. We all enjoy.
Yeah, well, come up and visit us. The doors are always open here, you know. Someday we'll have to close them, but before that everybody get up here and look around, you know. Yeah, okay. I guess I said hi to everybody. That's good, yeah.
Mr. Shortcut just ordered the PlaneSavers package. Greetings from Bonn, Germany. Where's Bonn, Germany, Stella?
Close. That's the former capital.
Bonn used to be the capital of Germany?
As far as I remember. Maybe I might be wrong, but I think so.
As far as you remember, what year was that?
No, as far as I remember history from school. Which I was very good at.
Oh, yeah.
Philip Austin saying have a great day. Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. Greetings from Finland. Thanks for joining us, Joe. Elvis King, Newfoundland. Thanks, Joe. Kyle Clark. Yeah.
Yeah, one fellow that said hi to me on here, Steve Dakin. Steve, you're still there. Drop us a note sometime or stop by, and I'd like to buy you a coffee and tell you some stories. Thank you. Sit down there, Stella.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's it, folks. So thank you. Oh, Bonn was the capital of West Germany.
Yeah, there you
Oh, now we know. Now we know. Oh, geez, a lot of people are saying Bonn was the capital of West Germany. Bonn was the capital of West Germany.
Yeah.
Bonn was the capital.
Come on,
Okay, I'm not completely crazy at least then.
West Germany before reunification.
Yeah.
You guys do a great job. That's awesome. Okay, so folks, Todd said the file was too big to send on email.
Okay, maybe one more thing. For all the guys that are saying they want to come visit us, make sure you send us an email or call at least a day ahead so we know
Which email?
info.buffaloairwear@gmail.com. You will find all of that information on our websites, so we can book you in for hangar tours here.
Sounds good. Todd, so send Chris or get Chris that video. Chris can send me that through Dropbox or Google Drive. So anyway, I'm going to throw the video on for everybody. There's how many people watching? Almost 900 people, 889 people. So I'm going to play the video one more time for everybody, and then we'll see you guys in the next one. I have two videos planned, two special videos planned. I will have to do a Fokker update here pretty soon too. David, thank you for the super chat. Got my C46 in the post, great quality, perfect condition. Thank you. Stella works very hard on the Buffalo Airwear stuff to make sure it's good. So if you check out buffaloairwear.com, there it's good. If you want something fast and cheap, there is the Teespring underneath, but of course Stella does the best job with the airwear. So check out Airwear. Quinn Jones, good job. Best to Ronnie. Quinn, are you fit to fly for Oshkosh? Let me know. We'll need a co-pilot. I think Larry's pretty much retired. Every time he won't answer my calls because he's scared I'm going to ask him to fly something. So Larry and Ann, if you're watching, I've been following your adventures on Facebook. Uncle Toby, I forgot. Uncle Toby and Cousin Gary. Hope you're doing good, Uncle Toby.
My grandparents and my mom are watching.
Are they watching right now?
Yeah, they are.
What time is it in Germany?
I don't know. It's 8 hours later. What is it now?
So press the like button, guys. Zantop originated in Germany.
There you go.
Jeez Louise. So all the best stuff is at the end. That's crazy. So I'm going to play the video, guys, one more time. We'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have been loving these lives. I've been loving hanging out with you guys. So we'll be seeing you very soon. Smash the like button. Thank God, PlaneSaver family saved Uncle Ronny. Here's the video.
Hello, PlaneSaver world. This is Todd Jennings and Chris Dilly, and we're sitting here in the cockpit of a DC-4. We finally got out here today after a slight delay in Uncle Ronnie's health, and what a wonderful day to be able to sit here in this cockpit and see this piece of history.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, with no delay, let's get at it. We'll get Ronnie in here.
On today's edition of Ronnie Savers, we're going to introduce everybody to everyone that helped Ronnie with his medical issue.
I'm Todd Arcey.
You guys know Ronnie?
Nope. Boy, they do by Ronnie. Justin Coleman. Todd Jennings. David Seymour. Michael Hickson. Joe West. 20 years difference in age. This is 1965, of course. 1945. DC. Piece of history right here. Both, actually.
So I took the time and Photoshopped what the Cherokee could look like in buffalo colors, even with the Ronnie Savers nose art.
Oh, I'm ready to put this bird to work if you're ready. Let's put the stripes on it, Mikey. Ready to go. Here we are after the DC-4 run, engine run. I want to thank Buffalo Airways and Uncle Ronnie. Joe, thank you for giving me this opportunity to do this. It's an unbelievable event here to be a part of this.
Piece
Thank you.
of history.
Piece of history.
Go.
Ronnie Savers.